I searched the internet for hours and these are the top 25 crazy and unique camper builds that I have found. I hope you get some inspiration or maybe have a laugh. Without further ado, let's get in. Alright, so starting things off here with this Tacoma. I actually really like this one. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10. It's just nice and simple. Look at how nice those windows are. I don't think you'd be able to stand up in here. It looks a little short. I also love all the circular windows. The one downside of the circular windows is I don't know if you can open these. They look kind of fixed if you ask me. Overall, I love this. It fits on a taco, nice and small footprint. Love the wooden design. A lot of work went into this. Those back doors are sick. Overall, this is a sick rig. I think I'd give this one a 10 out of 10. I don't even know what to say. This one is called the Prius Tiny House. If a Prius can carry this, there's not a chance I'm over payload on my Tacoma, okay? This thing is insane. First of all, it's ratchet strapped through the roof.
Wait a minute.
10 out of 10. This thing's incredible. This is one of the sickest rigs I've seen in my entire life. We got a Japanese truck camper here. Those back windows are so sick. Look at the interior detail here. It actually fits her really well. Like, this is why DIYs are so sick. You can make them perfect for your own setup. Look at those skylights she has in here. I don't know about this solar panel setup. You're definitely reducing the efficiency of that solar panel. Leave a comment on what you think about that solar panel because I don't know. I have nothing. I can't. I don't even know. What is this, a spaceship? This ain't a truck camper. That thing's huge. You just gotta talk about how long this rig is. You took a vehicle that could fit in one parking space and is now 2 parking spaces long. This is not a truck camper. This is a I'm lucky if I go anywhere camper. Look at those truck camper jacks. You got the 4 jacks on the side. There's not a chance those 4 jacks are lifting this rig alone. I can tell you that for free. Do we even need to mention the gross vehicle weight rating here? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's a good use of a window. There's no way you could go 60 miles an hour with this thing. Look at the aerodynamics on that. Like, this is a 40 miles an hour, 80 kilometers an hour tops. You're not making up any hills. Look at this awning. Look at that handle. How do you reach that handle for the awning? You need a ladder just to get to the awning. All right, next. This was a restored children's playhouse. I don't know what children would be playing in this. It doesn't look too friendly. But no, this is sick. We got some slanted walls. Look at that chimney. That's a nice creative chimney. Back porch. Honestly, the back porch looks inhibiting. You would not be able to stand up on that back porch. So it makes you crouch down for... Again, I'm just speechless. So this has got to spark some creativity in somebody. Like, look at this porch. This one checks all the boxes, all right? We got aerodynamics. We got the back porch. All we really need is practicality in a barbecue. And we're good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I followed this guy a little bit. He's built a really sick cabin. He totally decked this thing out. The walls flip down. He's got a bathtub. He's got a wood stove. He's got a pellet stove. Honestly, I think this is one of the best rigs on the internet. I'm gonna put a link to this somewhere. If you want to check it out, I think this is one of the best ways to do it. He's got 4-wheel drive, it's diesel, it's a rig and a half. This rig is a yes all the way. We got the vintage truck. Look at those bikes. The bikes are probably older than the truck is. All right, this is as sick as it gets. This is actually a J. Nelson special. J. Nelson is a sick woodworker and builds some of the craziest campers out there and other rigs of that matter. I'm pretty sure this is actually a bike. So you got your little steering wheel in there. His thing is he loves making things that are totally out there, that are somewhat practical still, like you would still want to use it, but it just barely works. 10 out of 10, as good as it gets right there. This one's called the Log Cabin Truck Camper, and I just want to point out one thing. Look at this door. It's like a doggy door. I wasn't even gonna put this one on the list, but it's just so outrageous. This is like a truck camper, and then a tree house attached to the truck camper. These are just too far. This is when people have like gaming setups, freaking huge $100,000 rig. That's not why you have a truck camper. You have a truck camper so you can go outside and explore, drive places. I don't even think this thing moves. It rolls downhill. That's it. Now this rig, on the other hand, this rig gets a 10 out of 10. This reminds me of Mator from Cars. I mean, this rig just checks all the boxes except for drivability. But again, you don't have a truck camper so you can drive to cool places. It's just so you can sleep in your driveway, duh. What are these rigs? There is no way that the driver can see anything. This one here is called the A-frame truck camper. What is that, a tuk-tuk? I actually kind of like this one because for how small that thing is, you actually get a little more room. You know, you can chill on the inside. Up top they have a window, so clearly there's a loft. You know, they're sleeping good up there. This is legit. Look at this. Look at that craftsmanship on the door. That looks beautiful. It's practical. This is a real truck camper, okay? This guy did a great job. All jokes aside, this is a good one. This is another Jay Nelson special. He just does it all, you know? Look how sick those back doors are. I love his windows. 10 out of 10 on this one. I mean, why not turn a 1960 station wagon into a full-blown truck camper? I mean, the colors match, so like, it's gotta work great. This, again, is a Jay Nelson special. First of all, it's sick. Don't get me wrong. I love the circular window above the circular window. That's sick. My only thing with this one is when you collapse it, that chimney is gonna be like sticking way up in the air. When you're driving, it's probably not the most practical, so, but hey, to each his own. All right, this rig here is built by a fellow YouTuber. This rig actually was one of the ones that inspired me. I watched his walkthrough right before I built mine. I think his rig is sick. I love the windows in his. He used to have an insane wood stove in there. I know he converted his truck into a flatbed and he built some storage stuff down there. So if you want to see more of that rig, check him out. I had to throw this one in here. This reminds me so much of a fire lookout. That's probably where the build was inspired from because it literally looks identical to a fire lookout. I give it a 10, honestly. I will say the length on it's a bit weird. It's like 2 inches longer than the tailgate. If it were me, I'd like to be able to close the tailgate. It's just really nice to be able to close the tailgate when you drive. You're just that much shorter. But hey, to each his own, like always. I really like this rig. This is one of those less is more scenarios. For one person, it's all you need. Might be a little hard to get to some of the storage under your bed, but honestly, sick rig. I give this a 10. When I first told my dad I wanted to build a truck camper, he's like, yeah, so what are you thinking? I actually sent him this photo. I kind of can't believe that I just found it again, but looking back on this rig, it's pretty sick. It looks too big for the truck, I'll be honest, but luxury, the more space, the merrier. So yeah, it inspired me to do my build, so hey, maybe it'll inspire someone else. I actually don't mind this rig. Little sketchy, but I think it matches the truck really well. Back overhang, just like mine. You go to the back patio. The door is nice and wide. Having a wide door is clutch on a truck camper. I still commend builds like this. This build I really like. It's super simple. We still got that curved roof, which you know I love. We got the double door on there, so we have the flip up on the top half and a swing door. Just an easier build overall, but I think you'd be super comfortable in there. And that concludes our 25 crazy, unique camper builds. If you want to see my camper, click right here. I hope you have a great day.